my tea. Better. Let's start. Hi, my name is Bente, I'm the Norse Witch, and today I'm doing the Get to Know Your Witches tag. So I know this tag is like 2 to 3 years old, I think, but I'm a person that's basically always late to the game and late to trends, so I'm not really bothered by that. And also, I just wanted to do a very chill sit down and ramble video for this week, so I thought the tag would be a nice idea for you to get to know me a little bit better. I have my phone right here, and on my phone I have the questions. I will also put all the questions down in the description, and also I will always put the question somewhere around here on the screen for you to read. So yeah, let's just start. The first question is, does your sun sign, so my sun zodiac sign, portray you correctly? If not, do your other planetary signs? I really love astrology and I really love that question. And I think that if you see my sun, rising and my moon sign together, I think that's a pretty good description of me as a person. I'm a Leo sun, Leo rising and Pisces moon, so I'm a living contradiction a little bit. I feel a lot different than other people perceive me, and yeah, I think that describes me pretty well. Outwardly, if you meet me for the first time, you would probably think I'm a Leo because I seem very outgoing and extroverted. I talk a lot and I'm pretty easygoing with other people, I think. But if you get to know me better and I open up to you, then you probably notice my Pisces moon very quickly, my very sensitive, anxious, daydreamy personality. So yeah, I think my zodiac signs, my 3 most important zodiac signs, describe me pretty well. The second question is, what songs bring you the most magical vibes? I think it's everything pagan folky. Especially, I think every time I do a ritual, I most often listen to Danheim and Wardruna and all those like Norse pagan folk style music. So I think it will be that, but I also really love, for example, Heilung and Omnia, stuff like that. The third question is, which one of your deities, guides or ancestors is most sarcastic with you? If this does not apply to you, which of your tarot or oracle decks is? So I'm mostly working with Odin and Freya, and I don't really work with ancestors that much. And honestly, I think no one is really sarcastic with me. None of my guides, none of my deities. I mean, Odin is pretty down to the point and he's very honest with me, but not sarcastic. I don't think I have yet encountered any entity that was sarcastic to me. Maybe I'm just lucky. And for tarot and oracle decks, I mainly only work with one tarot deck, and I'm not really a fan of oracle decks that much, so also none of those were ever really sarcastic to me, just very, very honest, and they just give me the honest truth down in my face, whether I want to hear it or not. The fourth question is, biggest witchy mess up or misinterpretation? Have I ever had a witchy mess up? I had a misinterpretation like a couple of weeks ago. I thought it was a sign from Freya, but I asked her about it and she said it wasn't a sign. So I had some misinterpretations. It's pretty easy to misinterpret signs, so. But a witchy mess up, I don't think. I mean, I had spells not work pretty often in the beginning, actually. but I wouldn't call that a mess up. And I've never tried to curse anyone and it backfired or something like that, so I don't really think I had a mess up. Just a lot of misinterpretations and non-working spells. Question number 5. Would you write a book on your craft spirituality? Why? If you already have, what were your challenges in doing so? Oh, that's such a good question. Because I love books. I don't love all the books. I basically only really read books about spirituality, witchcraft, Norse paganism, like the history of the Germanic peoples, stuff like that, but I don't know if I would be able to write a book. I would definitely love to write a book about something. I wouldn't really know which topic yet. I would love to, but I don't really think I'm a great author. I have never tried to write anything, actually, apart from like maybe short stories in school or something like that, but I don't really think I'm good at it. I'm not really good at I'm not even that good at talking. Why am I talking to a camera? No, I'm joking. But yeah, I don't really think I'm that good at writing stuff, so I don't think I would dare to write a book, but I would love to, I think. Question number 6. If someone wanted to summon you to their circle, what 5 items would they need? Ooh. Okay, they would need tea. That's pretty obvious, I think. They would need tea. 1. They would need a cat. 2. What would they need? Oh, that's a good question. Plants. You don't see my living room, but I have a lot of plants, so they would need a plant. And something cozy, like a warm blanket or warm woolen socks, something like that, I think. And the last thing, let me look around here a little bit. Oh, maybe a book or some nice food, something like that. Probably a witchy book or something. Then I would basically just have my living room. Plants, cats, tea, something cozy, and books. That describes my living room. And that describes like every Sunday. Question number 7. If you were a ghost, what place would you haunt? Ooh. I don't think I would haunt a building, because I think that's kind of lame. I think I would haunt a forest or something like that, because I love going to forests. But maybe that would also be lame, because people don't go to forests at night, and I think during daytime people aren't as scared. So maybe I should haunt just a disco, a club. I would haunt a club. I think that would be fun. I mean, okay, I would hate it there because I hate clubs. I hate the clubs. But I think that would be fun. Question number 8. What is the funniest way someone has reacted to finding out you are a witch? I haven't really told that many people yet, honestly. I mean, my close friends know, my boyfriend knows, my family knows. I don't think that everyone really understands what it means, but they are very accepting, and my family isn't really religious or anything, so they're pretty open-minded. They're more on the logical side, so they don't really understand, but they didn't really say anything about it. They just asked a lot of questions, which I think is great. And apart from that, I'm a pretty anxious person, so I don't really tell that many people, especially like co-workers, something like that. I think I have told one co-worker. I think he didn't even understand that I was that I was actually meaning it. But yeah, so because I haven't really told that many people, I haven't really had that many funny responses to it. Okay, question number 9. Do you have any superstitions? Very short answer, no. My family isn't really superstitious, so I wasn't really raised with any superstitions, and I haven't really adopted any superstitions along the way, so no. Question number 10. If you could possess any fantasy magic, what would your power be? That depends on how the question is meant, because if it's meant like a superpower, like being able to fly or read other people's minds, then I think I would want to talk to animals, because that would be great. Or like with any non-human being, I would love to be able to talk to plants or something like that. But if it isn't meant like that, then I would want to have Harry Potter magic, because I mean, I would be able to do basically anything. I mean, how fun would it be to tell someone you're a witch and then they would respond in this typical disrespectful way, like, oh, so you can fly, or oh, so you can make me into a dog, something like that, and then you would just do it. That would be powerful, and that would be fun. Question number 11. What is something random on your altar? Do I have something random on my altar? Let me quickly look at my altar and I will tell you. And I will show you. Okay, I'm back. And oh my god, no! My tea! Oh, fuck my life. Ew. This was a mistake. So, I was quickly looking at my altar, and I don't think I have anything random on my altar. Maybe for other people that don't know me, they may seem a little bit random, because I have like random decorations on my altar, like Easter eggs at the moment, or random plastic flowers. And I have one thing that maybe could seem a little bit random, because I have a little lynx figurine on my altar. But that also has a purpose, because my spirit animal, my Filkia, is a lynx. So that's why I have that on my altar. But if someone doesn't know that, maybe that could come across as random. Next question. Question number 12. If one of the YouTubers you watched was a genie and they could grant you 3 wishes within their power, who would it be and what wishes? It can't be for more wishes. So I think the YouTuber would be Olivia, the Witch of Wanderlust, because I love her. I love her videos so much. I binge watch her all the time. And I think the first wish would just be a shout out, because I'm a very small YouTuber at this point and I would love a little bit more reach. But yeah, that's a pretty basic wish. I think the second wish would be, I would love to take a look at all her books and just borrow a lot of books from her that I haven't read yet. That would be awesome. And I think it would just be fun to maybe do a spell or a ritual with her together. I think that would be powerful. And I haven't done that many rituals with other people yet, only within my coven and some friends, but it was like once or twice. So I think that would be fun. Those wishes were pretty basic. I'm so lame. Question number 13. If you could instantly become an expert in any part of your craft or spirituality, what would it be? Ooh. One of two things. Either like trance work and my shamanic practices, because I just feel like trance work and getting into trance work and just learning it is pretty hard, because it's nothing you can just force. With other things you can just keep learning and practicing and just try to push it, and it works. But I feel like with trance work and shamanic practices it's a little bit different, because you have to let go and you have to kind of relax into it, and as an anxious person that's pretty hard for me. So that would be fun. Or what would also be great would be to be psychic all of a sudden. I know everyone is psychic in some degree, but I'm not really that gifted when it comes to my psychic abilities, and to just have them developed all the way all of a sudden would be great. I think it would be pretty overwhelming at first, but I think I would enjoy it very much. Next question. Question number 14. When you die, what do you think will happen to you or your soul? That's a hard question because I have believed in reincarnation for a long time, but somehow I don't really believe in it anymore. I believe that my energy will be recycled after my death, but I don't think that like my ego or my consciousness will be reborn. So yeah, I think that my energy will return to the all, or to spirit, or to the source, or however you want to call it. And yeah, my ego, my consciousness, everything will just vanish, and the energy will at some point be recycled for anything else. But I think it won't be just my energy returning into something, into a plant or something like that. I think it will be mixed up with the energy of anything, basically. I don't think that my divine spark, if you may call it like that, will be intact when it is recycled and reused. So yeah, that's how I'm thinking at this point, but honestly, my thoughts about that develop so quickly, so it's very possible that in 1 or 2 years I'm thinking something completely different about it. Question number 15. Where do you see yourself spiritually in the next 5 years? Ooh, I have some goals. So one thing is that I want to study astrology again. I was actually doing what's Fernstudium in English? My God, I have to Google that quickly. No, I don't want to study English. I want to know how that's called in English. A correspondence course? What the hell is that? You see, making videos in another language than your mother tongue isn't really easy. Okay, that's the word I was looking for. Maybe like 2 years ago, I was doing a correspondence course in astrology, and I had to quit because I was starting my regular 9-to-5 job, and I just didn't have the time to do that anymore. And I think that's very sad because I love astrology, and I think it's such a big topic that I think it makes sense to learn it properly and not just to teach myself. So I want to start that again, so that probably in 5 years I would have a degree in astrology. In 5 years. I'm doing a lot of like trance work and stuff, so I would love to have that develop much more in 5 years. I would love to be able to do more shamanic practices more properly, get into trances more easily. I would love to offer tarot readings in 5 years, professionally. Also rune readings. Those are like the topics that I'm planning on developing a lot further in the next years. But I guess since I'm a very changing person and my interests change pretty much like weekly, I guess those goals will probably change at some point. But yeah. Oh, that was the last question. Oh, that's sad. That was so fun. I loved that. I loved answering those questions. Oh, I would really love to do Q&As, but I don't really think I have. I don't really think my reach is big enough yet. I don't think that there would be any questions from me that I could answer. But yeah, doing that in the future would be very fun. I really enjoyed this. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I haven't even finished my tea yet. my god, and it's pretty cold. Yeah, it's cold. I was talking too much. So that's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did filming it, because answering these questions was really fun. As always, feel free to subscribe and please give a thumbs up because it really helps with the algorithm. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!